Today we're talking about golfer's elbow, which is the inflammation of the muscles on the inside of the elbow and down towards the wrist.
Welcome to Therapy Thursdays here in Louisiana Living. I'm Dr. Jerry Yarbrough, physical therapist and owner of Physical Therapy and Balance Centers of North Louisiana and South Arkansas. Today we're going to continue our series on elbow impairments, and we have our occupational therapist, Jennifer McCarthy, with us. So what are we going to talk about today?
Today we're talking about golfer's elbow, which is the inflammation of the muscles on the inside of the elbow and down towards the wrist.
Okay, so exactly what are the symptoms I'd feel if I had that?
So you can get some pain and tenderness at the elbow or running down the arm. You also might get some stiffness in the elbow and also some weakness in the hand or the wrist.
Awesome. So I actually suffer that a lot, but I don't play golf. So even though I don't play golf, can I still get that?
Absolutely. Golfer's elbow is just a common name for the condition. Any type of overloading, overuse, repetitive movement can cause that inflammation and pain. So the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is to rest it and ice it to help get rid of some of that inflammation. Then we're going to start with some stretches. This is Anna. She's an occupational therapy student from the University of St. Augustine. She's going to demonstrate these stretches and exercises as I explain. So the first stretch we're going to do is the wrist extension stretch. So she's going to start with her arms straight out in front of her, turn her hand so her palm is towards the ceiling. She's going to bend her wrist back, take her opposite hand, put it in the palm of that hand, and gently pull that wrist into a little bit of a stretch. If that is too much, she can release her hand a little bit or put a slight bend in her elbow. And I would have her hold it there for about 10 seconds, and I would have her repeat 10 times. The next stretch we're gonna do is very similar, just in the opposite direction. So she's gonna start with her hand straight out in front of her, and this time she's going to bend her wrist down. She's gonna take that opposite hand, put it on the back of that hand, and give it a good stretch in that direction. And again, with this one, if it's too much, you can release how much pressure you're putting on the hand, or she can put a slight bend in her elbow. And again, with these, we want to hold for 10 seconds and repeat 10 times. Then we're gonna move on to some strengthening exercises. So we've got a light weight back here, and she's going to hold it in her hand with her palm up towards the ceiling, arms straight out in front. She's going to start with what we call a neutral wrist, so the wrist is going to be straight, and then she's going to gently curl that weight up towards her and then back down. And when she curls up, she's going to hold for about 2 to 3 seconds and then come back to that neutral position. Now, some of you don't have light weights at home. That's okay. You can use a bottle of water as a substitute. It weighs about a pound, fits nicely in your hand, and most people have them. So I'm gonna have her repeat those exercises with that bottle of water. Perfect. And if that's too heavy to start with, you can always unscrew the cap, take a couple sips, and make the weight a little bit lighter.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that good information. Guys, remember, if this doesn't relieve your pain and impairments, just give us a call at Fyzical. We now have 6 locations, so just give us a call, and we'd be more than happy to help you love your life.